AITA for asking my parents why I always have to forgive my sister and what would she have to do for me to be justified in hating her? I, 16F, have a younger sister, 14F, and I'm so over her. She's always doing stuff that pisses me off, but my parents are always insisting I have to forgive her. They say siblings fight, especially sisters, and that we need to always get past it and come together because we're the longest relationship we'll ever have. My mom told me she didn't always like her sisters, she has 4, but she never hated them. Dad said his 2 sisters were always distant and it's sad to see and hurts their parents deeply too. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure I've annoyed my sister a lot too. I know I'm not perfect. But I don't go around stealing her stuff or being careless when I borrow things. I don't give her stuff away like she does with my stuff whenever her friends like something I have. Or when she wants to impress her friends. I never cut up her favorite clothes because I wanted them to fit me. She has done that stuff more than 1 or 2 times. I never said the stuff she likes is dumb and that's why she had someone be a jerk. But she said it to me. I was harassed by a guy in the coding club I'm a part of and he gave me shit for being a girl and said gross stuff and she came out with that shit then. The latest 2 things are she tried to kiss my now ex-boyfriend. He broke up with me after it because she freaked him out. She's 14 but looks way younger and he couldn't get away from me fast enough because he was freaked out that someone would think he wanted her to do that. And he said he couldn't trust that she wouldn't be a creep and try to kiss him in front of others. I was so mad at her and she was crying because he rejected her and my parents told me to leave her alone, let her calm down, but I was so mad I said I was glad her feelings were hurt and I hoped she'd get them hurt again because she's an awful sister and so gross. They talked to me after that and did the whole speech about how I need to forgive her and that a boy shouldn't break us up. They told me it was disappointing that I'd say I was glad she was hurt and wanted her to be hurt again. I told them it's true because she deserves to pay for the stuff she does. They were so focused on the sister thing and forgiveness and they told me I had to forgive her. That there was no alternative option. Then the last thing when I fought with my parents afterward was when she broke my birthday gift from my grandparents. They got me a gaming laptop that's also really great for all the coding stuff I do for my club. She took it out of my room and then she dropped it on the stairs and it smashed. She was running before I could stop her from taking it. My grandparents saved to get that for me and my parents can't afford to replace or repair it, which isn't a sure thing and would cost almost as much as a new laptop. I was so mad I told her to never speak to me again and I didn't want to see her face or hear her voice because she was the worst ever and I hated her. She apologized like twice but I told her she made me hate her more when she talked. She tried to talk to me in my room but I locked myself in and ignored her and I refused to sit next to her at dinner. And I wouldn't let her touch my arm when she tried. My parents tried to say the whole she's your sister don't hate her thing again and I asked why I was always forced to forgive her and what will it take for me to be justified in hating her. I asked if any of their siblings were that bad and they said some siblings need more time and I need to let love push me through the negative. I said they shouldn't act like they know I love her because they don't know how I feel. And I asked them when is it too much and how much am I supposed to forgive her for. They told me to change my mindset and never try to imply I don't love her. A couple of days after they talked to me they tried again because I'm ignoring my sister and avoiding her. I told them my questions are still the same. They said I was being petty. AITA?
Relevant comment. She whose names are legion. Ask them point blank why they allow her to treat you so awfully without consequences. Bring up each instance like you did here and ask how they're going to make her make it up to you. For instance, she's destroyed your clothing and given away your things. How is she, not they, going to make restitution? How is she, not they, going to replace your laptop? Tell them that if they want peace in the house they need to start with telling her she can't have access to your things and there needs to be consequences if she ignores that. Then get a lock for your room. When you're in your room, lock yourself in, and when you leave, lock the room up. I mean, it sounds like a classic, the younger child can do no wrong, which means there's not actually a lot that, you also a child, can do about their mindset. Maybe they are talking to her about her behavior and you just don't know it. So find out from them directly. If they are, that might make you feel a little better. If they aren't, unfortunately you're just gonna have to take steps to protect yourself until you're no longer sharing a roof. Can your grandparents intervene in any way? They're probably upset that she ruined what they spent good money on. Do you have aunts or uncles or family friends that could give them a talking to? If your parents are brushing what she did to your boyfriend under the rug, then I'm sorry, but that means you cannot depend on them to have your back ever. And you will just have to bide your time until you can leave. Google Grey Rocking.
OP. My grandparents talked to them after the laptop got broken. They're still so pissed because they said my parents have failed both me and my sister and that they gave me such a hard time to keep it safe and respect my grandparents but then let my sister get away with breaking it. They already told them the other stuff she gets away with isn't okay either and that they'll lose me eventually. And they'll be visiting my sister in jail, which my parents blew off. My sister looking as young as she does definitely makes the whole she's the baby of the family thing more extreme.